My name is Laneshia Booker, and I have started a true success story. As a child, I faced many hardships and failures thrown at me, but I managed to get out of each experience with a life-learned lesson. Although I faced many hardships, the worst one was living in foster care. At the age of 12, my mother lost custody of me and my older three sisters. Throughout the 2 years in foster care, we had no love from our foster mother. One memory I have was of an evening, me and my sisters sitting in the house, hungry, at the kitchen table. When my foster mother left, we thought she was going to get us some food. We waited for hours and finally ate whatever we can find in the kitchen. We went to bed still hungry. The next morning, when she returned, we argued about why she couldn't buy us any food. We later found out that she used our money for foster care to go gambling. This is one of the many occasions where she put her own needs before us. Since we had such a bad relationship, we did not follow any of her rules. Many times at the age of 11 and 12, I was running the streets at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was fighting, disrespectful, and not caring about my future. I was headed down the road of destruction, and neither me nor my foster mother cared. I remember staying out, partying all night with my friends, doing anything I could to avoid going back to my foster home. One night, my foster mother told me I couldn't go outside, so we started fighting. I was so angry, I didn't return home for several days. Although foster care was very hard, one good thing was I still had got to see my mother when she would come visit me and my sisters. My sisters and I loved having visits with my mother. Even though she was going through a hard time in her life, fighting to get us back, she kept a positive attitude whenever she would come see us. This gave me a lot of hope in my future, thinking about when we can become a family again. My mother's visit motivated me to start following rules and staying out of trouble. She believed that I can change, even when no one else did. I knew this wasn't the life for me, and I couldn't keep seeing my mother cry over my behavior. Life finally changed. When I was 14, my mother got back custody of me and my sisters. I was so happy. On the first night back, living with my mom, me and my sisters ran around the house in our pajamas. My mother cooked us a big dinner. We prayed together as a family. She tucked us in that night and kissed our foreheads. That night, I thought all my problems was gone. That now that I had started living back with my mama. However, it was a very hard adjustment of having no rules at foster care and having many rules and expectations from my mother. I was so used to having no rules that my mother's rules just seemed crazy. My mom and I started fighting a lot. I was arguing and fighting with the one person who never gave up on me. I was unappreciative and ungrateful. My family and friends saw my behavior and started talking about me. This caused me to go further down the wrong path. I started hanging with the wrong group of people. I was in a bad neighborhood, and I witnessed a lot of violence. I even lost some of my friends to this violence. I just wanted to give up. At this very dark time in my life, I was lucky to have a great teacher named Miss Elka. At first, we did not get along. I actually ditched her class, and she failed me. But once I started showing up to her class, I realized what an inspirational person Miss Elka is. She told me to stop dreaming of success and wake up and work hard to get it. Too many people go through life waiting on things to happen instead of going out and making them happen. Miss Erica believed in me and believed I had true potentials. With Miss Erica's inspiration, I started working hard in school. It was junior year, around the same time I heard about Genesis Works. Margaret came up to the school and gave a presentation about the program to me and my class. At first, my teenage mind was saying, no, don't throw your summer away. But my conscience told me, do this. You might learn a lot, and this might be a great opportunity. I normally don't hop on every opportunity, but I'm glad I hopped on this one. I made it past the online application, the interview, and the longest waiting period of my life. Now I know what you're thinking. I bet you were relieved that you made it into Genesis Works. The answer is no. I still question myself, asking, do you really want to give up your summer and start waking up at 5:30? I question myself every day, but I realize if I made it this far, I might as well get what I signed up for. Genesis Works is way more than I expected it to be. I thought I would just have to come to training and get an internship. Boy, was I wrong. I would never in a million years think this 8-week program would be a life-changing experience. I knew I was going to learn accounting skills, but I didn't know I was going to learn professional skills in business. Looking back a year ago, I would never in my wildest dreams imagine that I would be here giving a speech in front of this big crowd. Genesis Works is one of the best decisions in my life. Without this phenomenal program, I'll probably still be wearing short revealing clothes, partying all night, and be what many people call a lost cause. I realize that I am very fortunate to have made it out of all my problems and all the bad neighborhoods without a single scratch. So everyone thinks I had a rough life, but I wouldn't change not a thing of it because my struggles made me the person who I am today. I will always remember the quote, "The elevator to success is out of order. You will have to take the stairs one step at a time," meaning that nothing is easy. And if you want to become successful, there are many hardships in the way. If you want something, you will have to work for it. I know that Genesis Works is the first step to my success, but it's not the last. In the future, I want to become an accountant and work my way up to a partnership at a huge corporation. I am very grateful that Genesis Works has taught me the basic skills that I would need to make my successful dream become a successful reality. I recently have started an internship at Accenture. I love having a professional job. I could not believe how cool my coworkers are. When I first started, I tried to call my boss Mr. Mantine, and he actually told me to call him his nickname, Ed. I thought I would spend my internship staring at a computer screen and taking orders, but at Accenture, I am really part of the team. I get to participate in video conferences and conversations helping decide where Accenture consultants will work. Thanks to Genesis Works and Accenture, I have new friends, new knowledge, more confidence, and a meaningful internship. I have fought to break my comfort zone, and thanks to Genesis Works, I have finally came out the fight with better skills. I have come from being a disrespectful child, walking out at 4 o'clock in the morning, to a young professional who is excited about waking up daily and learning new things. Every day I walk into work, I know that I have proved someone wrong. I used to let fear be the barrier to my success, but now I take advantage of every opportunity that comes my way. So once again, my name is Laneshia Booker, and I am proud to be a Genesis Works young professional.